everyone. Welcome back to Arteagan Weekly Bread, your spiritual board meeting. I am your Madam President of the Arteagan, Natalee, spelled Natalee. Welcome back to another incredibly dynamic, life-changing week. It is an incredibly active sky this week, and let's jump right into the President's Report. So, my President's Report. I'm so pleased and happy and so grateful that so many of you enjoyed my first love tarot with my mother, my favorite human being on the planet. I would not be here if it weren't for her, of course, but I would not be here talking about tarot and spirituality and that whole part of myself. Also, I wouldn't even be a writer if it wasn't for my mother. She is an author. She's a prolific writer. She's gotten offers to publish her book when she was, I think late teens, early 20s. I mean, she's just an extremely talented and special individual, and it means so much to me that you guys really enjoyed our tarot time, Love Life Live, if you want to check it out. So that makes me happy. Thank you. Astrology Report. Guys, this week, Monday to Monday, the 14th to the 21st, it's incredible because this Pisces full moon that we had on Tuesday, the 1st of September, that is when I was telling you guys how it's a portal, but you're still sort of half in the old world or half in the past as you're stepping forward into the future, as you're stepping 1 foot forward into 2021. This new moon this week on the 17th is that oomph. It is the activating lunation that allows you to move forward on things that have been held up for months and in some cases for years. So let's back it up a little bit. Let's talk about Monday, September 14th, 2020. So on Monday, we have the Sun in Virgo trining Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Now, you guys have heard me talk a lot about the Sun opposing Pluto back in July when the Sun was in Cancer, opposing the stellium 1 by 1 in Capricorn. And here in Virgo season, in another Earth sign, the Sun is making trines, and on the 14th is when the Sun will work harmoniously with the transformative energies of Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. So this is a day that you can expect a lot of progress. It's a day that you can expect the results, at the same time more effort that is needed to be revealed to you with the Sun. And with the Sun in Virgo, you may see how far you've come. You may be able to see the results of your past efforts and your past, more so the results of your internal growth and your internal manifestations and how you've changed on the inside. And what you will see externally will absolutely be, more Virgoan in terms of seeing something that you hadn't seen before, that you hadn't noticed before, that's coming to the surface of your attention. And that can in itself be healing. You can see where you want to go. You can see what your inner transformation has gotten you up until this point, and you'll be able to see into the future of how you want to continue to transform your life from the inside out. So, like I said, give yourself a pat on the back because these Capricorn energies have just been relentlessly difficult for all of us. Of course, this past year, in a larger sense, the past 3 years, and in a larger sense, since 2008. So you're getting yourself adjusted. You're getting yourself into the space of who you really are, because Capricorn is really about authenticity and integrity and building on that over a long period of time to get to the status that Capricorn is destined for. It's an effort over a long period of time to have earned that respect, to have earned that status built on consistent integrity and authenticity. It is very elderly energy, okay? Capricorns is like the old, senior authority. So this area of your life has been demanding you to live in your integrity, to live in your authenticity, and to philosophize with Jupiter, to transform with Pluto, and then with Saturn to mature and give structure to that part of your life that is meant to just be really solid and firm up in integrity, that you can enjoy it for a long time in the future because it's so solid and stable and strong in that structural integrity. So there's going to be ways to go still, as these juggernauts of sovereignty go direct one by one, they will continue to show us more and give us more before we experience the epic conjunctions in Aquarius. And 2021 is really going to be the cool stuff. Really going to be like you're going to feel more like the Jetsons. You're going to feel more like you're in the future. These last 3 months of Capricorn, September, October, November, December, 4 months, 3.5 months is still going to give us a lot to work with and deal with and restructure and retool, remaster, rework, re-solidify according to that structural integrity before we jump into the hilariously wonderful, innovative energies of Aquarius. So Monday the 14th, you're going to see it. You're going to see more of your life, of yourself, and what you need to transform still, as well as how far you've come in transforming yourself over the last however long it's been for you, but just in total. That's just Monday. On Tuesday, the 15th, is Venus squaring Uranus retrograde. Now, also Monday, the moon's in Leo, the waning moon in Leo. And then Tuesday, the moon will be waning, void of course, for a few hours until about noon, and then the moon will enter ingress in Virgo. But on Tuesday, we have Venus in Leo squaring Uranus in Taurus, 10 degrees. So this... Now remember, how this aspect, if they connect at all in your chart, that's going to be how you experience the transit. So if you have natal Venus conjunct Uranus, this square is going to feel like the conjunction. It's going to activate like a conjunction for you. Or if you have natally Venus opposite Uranus or sextile Uranus, this square is going to activate that. It's going to feel that way for you. So just to play it safe for everyone else, this Venus squaring Uranus retrograde is going to potentially bring a little bit of an unpleasant surprise in the realm of feeling comfortable, feeling secure, feeling attractive, feeling whatever that is, that Venus in Leo, that what it wants, is going to come up against a surprise that's not really welcome. And it could have to do, I don't know why, but I've been really attracting bees. No, sorry. I don't know what that's about. Where was I? Oh yeah, Uranus. So it could be that you try to take someone on a date and it just totally doesn't go how you want it to go. Or you try to have a conversation and it just goes so sideways. Or you try to express yourself to someone, express how you feel, say how you feel, and maybe even express your love, and it just goes in a direction or in a way that you just didn't expect, and not in a pleasant way. If this is really working that way for you, this square, unless you have something in your chart that says otherwise in your own natal astrology, I would probably play it safe and wait until after the new moon. Because another thing with Virgo is that you're going to see more of what you didn't see before. You're going to notice things, because Virgo is so detail-oriented that if you had skipped over things or had not seen the details, more will be coming to light. So Wednesday, the moon is waning, losing in light in Virgo. On Thursday is when we have our new moon in Virgo. And this new moon is exactly trining Saturn retrograde. Now here's the thing. On Saturday, the 12th of September is when Jupiter went direct. On the 28th of September is when Saturn goes direct. And then the 4th of October is when Pluto goes direct. So I'm telling you, one by one, these juggernauts are going to be full force marching ahead and calling on you to act in your integrity, act in your authenticity, build what you have been working on for a long time, and get yourself to a point of confidence and assurance, because lately or at this time and moving forward, you could, even if things are going well for you, even if you're, wealthy, or your relationships are great, or your business is doing well, even at the top of the tops, you could still be doubting yourself. You could still be feeling insecure. You could still be questioning, oh my God, that little gopher, it's like a baby gopher. He is so freaking cute. You can still be doubting yourself because Saturn rules like insecurity and fears and, unworthiness and all that stuff. So, whether or not things are going great or not, you could have been, is it good enough? Have I been doing enough? When's it going to happen for me? When's it going to happen for me? You could even be, it's distorted. It could be very distorting for you. Sorry. I've been wanting to film outside for such a long time, and I'm finally doing it. Here I am getting so distracted. I'm sorry, guys. Nature is weird. I love it. It could be distorting you because you have so much to be happy about and grateful for, and this hard energy could be making you feel not grateful, like you want more, or you don't have enough, or but in reality things are going great, things are fine. So that will be feeling better as we move forward. That'll improve. So if you're tweaking out, and also with Capricorn about the status and the public image and how you are viewed in the world and how you are being viewed and all that jazz. So this new moon on Thursday in Virgo, with that sun trining that new moon, you will feel like you can move forward on something that adds to your prestige, that adds to your structural integrity, that adds to your identity, because Capricorn, the 10th house, it's an identity sign, it's an identity house, and it's revamping, restructuring your identity to be full of your own personal integrity. That area of life, wherever it is, especially for Capricorns, because Capricorns, it's you, it's who you are. It's your solar force. It's your life force, Capricorn. So it's like especially a big deal for Capricorn, sun, moon, risings, because you don't get away with anything. You're not going to be able to get away with anything less than your integrity, or anything less than who you really are, anything less than your own authenticity. So where was I going with it? Okay, so and Virgo is a very hardworking sign, just like Taurus, just like Capricorn, all three. So there's more work ahead. There's more work ahead of you, but the thing is that you've been wanting this. You've been wanting the chance to work really hard. You've been wanting the chance to make headway. You've been wanting the chance to make progress, and you've just been held back like freaking like a big beast with all these chains, like being held back, like let me at him, let me at him, let me at him. And so this is a big hallmark of it. You had to have this full moon in Pisces to dissolve and let go, and it's like a portal between the past and the future. There are certain things you had to let go of, and this has been a very psychically activating full moon in Pisces. For any of you that have like the littlest inkling, your dreams could have been showing you things. You could have had visions. You could have had experiences. Sorry, he's like this big. But his tail is like twice as long as him. So you're going to get the green light. Green light means go ahead, my son, my daughter, and go forth and prosper. And you're going to be so grateful that you had the time to internalize, that you've had the time the past 4 months of Jupiter retrograde, to internalize all that was meant to build on your larger philosophy, to bring you into alignment, to bring you closer into alignment. And there's going to be a little bit more of that. It really will be 2021, you guys. So there's going to be a little bit more of a need for you to be patient, a need for you to have faith, a need for you to continue building on your own integrity. This is an angry one. Okay, he's gone. And you're going to be very happy with the results in 2021. Okay, because you already see it. You already see where it's going. The writing is already on the wall. And as far as personal relationships go, I would say hardest for those that have been a long-term, that you guys have been together for a very long time, probably really hard. And that's been like a stress test. And as far as meeting people and dating, if it's happening, it's happening. If it's not, it's really not. I mean, it's kind of, I hate to be so Capricorn about it, but as far as getting things going or getting things off the ground, it'll be really clear if there's someone, because it's really about that. It's really about Capricorn. Saturn sets the agenda, and you know, we haven't seen what's going on with Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter and Capricorn in like millennia. And with Saturn and Pluto, I think it was like since the 1500s, the 1550s. So it's really, really special. And if the relationship is there, it's part of your path, it's part of your journey. And if it's not, there's an even bigger focus on your personal destiny. There's an even bigger focus on creating and establishing your identity in the world, because you're going to be even more important for the world. Not really that connection with another person. You're more meant to have a connection with more people, even in like the broader public sense. You might be needing to be called on to do something that requires your persona or your energies to be dispersed across the masses. So you might even be thinking that, like, as you meet people and date people or whatever you're doing, if you're on an app or whatever, you might even be thinking like, God, is it going to be like a long-term thing? Or if you're dating someone, you might be thinking like, where is this going? Like, that's just because of all the Capricorn. That's just because it's difficult to just be loosey-goosey and like, let's just go have a drink. It's like, that doesn't really cut it. It's not, you're not going to, even if it might be difficult to relax, you know, just having drinks or just trying to have a nice night, because you've got this big destiny hanging over you, or you've got at least the pressure in that area of your life where all of this Capricorn is for you. And with this trine to the new moon in Virgo, you're going to want to get to work on it. So I feel like those long-term couples, you guys have either gotten really, really strong and really come together, or it's brought up a lot of things to work through. And, you know, it could have resulted, you know, Mars is retrograde. Mars is slowing down just as Saturn moves ahead at the end of the month. So it's been testing your impulsivity. It's been testing your ability to master yourself. It's been testing your Saturn and how Saturn's working in your chart, and testing the Capricorn in you. Because here's the thing, is that with all astrology, with all of our natal charts, with all the planets and all the signs, we have all of everything inside of us. And the whole point is to integrate all those aspects and balance them all out. To balance out whatever feels totally alien and foreign to you. If you're like, I don't relate to this sign at all, I don't relate to these energies at all, well, you got to figure it out, because you have to integrate that into yourself, because it's in your life, it's a part of you. So wherever this Capricorn is in your life, it's been hard. It's been hard to like get it together and get it in shape, but you're incarnated here for that specific reason. You weren't able to do it in a past life. You weren't able to do it in past incarnations. You incarnated for the here and the now to do it now, which is why it's really, really difficult. So you're going to be so happy with I promise. Saturn's all about delayed gratification. You'll be so happy with yourself. And you know, if you can, I'm not saying don't date, I'm not saying don't meet people, and if something feels good and it feels natural And maybe it becomes part of your destiny. It becomes part of your path. And you know, actually, I think this is the new moon with a square to the north node. Let me check. It is. It is this. Okay, so for some of you, that could be part of it, that you've been so going through the ringer with all this stuff with Capricorn, with even, you know, Mars going retrograde now, that other people could play an interesting part in your destiny, because this square does mean a big shift, a big change, a big U-turn, a hard turn, a big like off the grid, you know, you're like driving on with the GPS, and then this freaking Alice in Wonderland road opens up and you're like, you know, and you go into Tim Burton land and it's like, whoa, dude, oh God, you know, and it's like this fun, exciting, great adventure, and it becomes part of your destiny. But even so, even with all of that, remember that Mars is retrograde, so be really careful. I would not buy any cars at this time. And if you must, if it opens up for you and you just must do so, get the warranties, get all the warranties, because Mars rules engines and machinery and machinations. So, you know, I've seen a lot of cars breaking down. A lot of people, I know their cars are giving them like such a hard time. So be really careful. Be really careful with guns. All of my gun owners out there, be really, really extra diligent. And I only know extremely responsible other gun owners. So just all that Martian stuff, be really, really careful, because like I said, Mars is slowing down for Saturn to Saturn's that big general. And I know that, you know, it's not fun, but you're going to love the rewards. You're going to love being able to spoil your loved ones. You're going to love being able to relax. You're going to get to that point in 2021 where you're just going to be able to relax like the freaking Jetsons in your little spaceship, and just everything's taken care of. You have everything you need. Everyone you love has everything you need. You're safe, they're safe, everyone's safe, everyone's living the good life. And you're going to feel like it was worth it. It was worth all that hard work that I did on myself, that I did in my identity, that I did for my career, that I did for my money, that I was disciplined for this, for that, and then fixing all these relationships and doing all this stuff, and, you know, seeing my kids and working on that, and like whatever it is for you. So yeah, if dating opens up, let that, if it's organic, if you're feeling it, and don't get too heady, because you might get into this whole thing like, well, where's it going? And are they going to support my destiny? Are they going to support my long-term plans? Is this going to be someone that I can quarantine with? Is this someone that I could live in a fallout shelter with for like 2.5 years? Or like, I'm saying like Blast from the Past. I love that movie, so funny. Is this someone that I like, you might go there. Try not to choke out the nice energy of it, but just understand that that's because wherever Saturn is, wherever this Capricorn area of your life, it's just making you rise to the challenge and be the very best that you can be, full of your integrity and authenticity. So Thursday, Jupiter will be direct. Mars will be squaring that Jupiter, so expect a lot of conversation, a lot of talk, a lot of structural talk, a lot of talk that has to do with building on the wisdom that you've internalized while Jupiter was retrograde since freaking mid-May. Expect things to kind of, and with Jupiter and Capricorn, you're going to be able to be cautiously optimistic. And I really love Jupiter and Capricorn, because I've seen in the charts that I study and in my personal experience with Jupiter and astrology that Jupiter overpromises. So I like Jupiter in Capricorn, because there's no way Jupiter's going to overpromise in Capricorn. There's no way that Jupiter's just going to be like, yeah. And then the date comes and Jupiter's like, oh, I can't do it. And no. With Jupiter and Capricorn, what he says, you can count on. You can take that to the bank with Capricorn. So yeah, So the sun will be trining Saturn retrograde. Right before, a little bit over a week later is when Saturn goes direct in Capricorn. Then a couple weeks after that's when when Pluto goes direct in Capricorn. So as these juggernauts, one by one, kind of take formation and move and like let themselves march forward in your life, building on what you've been internalizing about your integrity. Just focus on your own personal integrity and your own authenticity. Then the last degrees of Capricorn, to last degree, it's so powerful. You've already been through so much that you're going to be giving it structure, and then everything is going to move into Aquarius, and then you're going to have your tribe. You're going to know who's really on your side. You're going to know who really loves you. You're going to know what your destiny is looking like, everything opening up for you, the work, career, money, resources. It's all going to be super, super well structured. And then you can just like be the Jetsons and enjoy like little space cars and stuff. So, and it's been really hard. We've all been in different lessons. You know, when quarantine started, all the domestic abuse, all of the suicides, all of, you know, it's been a real shock for a lot of people, for everyone. So 2020 has been a long learning lesson, and it's to show you what really matters, what really counts, so that you stop wasting your time. Because Saturn rules time, Capricorn rules time, and that's why Capricorns age backwards. We're so serious when we're young. Everything's black and white. We're so, you know, like, it's gotta be this way. And it's like, I totally feel like I'm totally getting way more chill, way more chill the more I'm able to use time. And so be Capricorn. You are Capricorn in some area of your life. You are old man Capricorn. So use time to your advantage. Use it, because that's the thing with Capricorn. It's like, I'm going to do this every single day, because one day, 10 years down the road, I'm going to be so happy with myself. That's why we rule delayed gratification. That's why we know how to use time, because the time's going to pass anyway. The only way it doesn't is if you die. The trick is to die young, as late as possible. I'll talk more about that. I think I'm going to do the live on Friday. We'll see how my schedule goes. But that's Thursday with the new moon in Virgo. We're going to be able to just like zoom ahead. And you might be surprised. I want you to be cautiously optimistic, Jupiter and Capricorn, but some of you may be very surprised at being catapulted forward in some very meaningful and very big way. And, you know, depending if that's like a relationship house for you, or if that's a work house for you, or if that's whatever that is for you with Virgo or Capricorn, it'll be really good. It'll be really stable. It'll be really solid. So, moon will be in Libra. It'll be void, of course, then it'll ingress Libra. Friday, the moon is waxing now, gaining in light. And with every full moon and every new moon, it always is an ending and a beginning. When something's ending, especially with this Pisces full moon, something's ending, but it's really the birth of something else to take its place, to be even better. So likewise, with this new moon in Virgo, there's something beginning here, but it's only because something's ended or something's ending. So Saturday, the moon's waxing, gaining in light. In Libra, would of course for a few hours in the morning till the afternoon, then the moon ingresses Scorpio. And then Sunday the 20th, while the moon is waxing, gaining in light in Scorpio, Mercury in Libra will square Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. My straw's lost down there. Hold on. I don't want you guys to see that part. Dang it. Gosh, what do I want to say about that? I kind of don't want to talk about it, which is really funny. I've been really, I don't know, Mercury in Libra. I mean, what it feels like is that there's going to be something that can't really be resolved without being totally transformed forever, without totally Because that's what I like about Scorpio and Capricorn, is that kind of relentless authenticity, that relentless integrity, that relentless truth. So I feel like Mercury in Libra is going to want to be able to sort of skirt it, to sort of finesse it. And Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is just not having it. It's just not, no. So look at your chart, see where that is. That could also be really careful with your personal communications, because we can't control anyone else. We can only control ourselves and how we communicate and how we behave and the actions we take. So try your own very best, because this could be a little bit of an eruption. This could be something that's been buried and dormant and beneath the surface for a really long time. And when it comes out, it could just come out in a really harsh, who used to say that? Like frothy acid. I think it's Dorothy Parker. I'm thinking about Gail Wynand from The Fountainhead. It's extremely cruel to be honest. I'm not trying to be cruel when I'm being honest. I'm just trying to be honest. So just try to think twice before you speak on Sunday the 20th, because it could scar people. Like Mercury square Pluto, especially if you're born with that, you could scar people. Like you could traumatize people. And remember, our words, our speech, our vibrations that change the level of spirit. So we want to change the vibration of spirit. We want to change the level of spirit to be high vibrational and to be uplifting. We don't want to change the level of spirit to bring down and to, like, so keep that in mind. And then I'll talk about this next week, but Tuesday the 22nd is when the sun enters Libra. So now there's going to be a big spotlight on maybe what was being talked about. There could also be power struggles with Sunday. But Wednesday the 23rd is the quarter moon in Capricorn. We'll get to it then, but just keep all of that in mind. Let's move on into the psychic report. The psychic report, it's been I can't believe it's only been we're only like 10 days into the month. It feels like this full moon in Pisces has just been so, it feels like that was forever ago. It feels like that was eons ago. So psychically, I'm still really super exhausted. I'm really sensitive to Pisces and Neptune, all that stuff. So I've been having so many dreams and so many experiences that there's just really too much to put here. So, and I don't want to scare anybody, because I've been seeing a lot. But okay, I'll talk about the happy part. So I did get a very strong message. I went and tried to do a reading, and it was really, really obvious. And here's the thing, whenever I personally, as a psychic, when I try to do something that is like not in alignment, and whether I know it is or not, my life turns into Final Destination, where all kinds of crazy things happen, and there's like freaking like nail guns missing my head, and there's like it's like you cannot miss these messages. And so it was really clear about teaching you guys, or whenever you're guided and whenever you have the means, whenever it really lines up for you authentically, only very extremely authentically, to teach you guys my little psychic exercises for all these really cool abilities. And I said this on my Instagram, but I never told anyone, but I was practicing psychic exercises all day, every day, for all kinds of wonderful, fun ability. For me, fun, just really, really, really fun. All day, every day. And I was manifesting. I said, I want to do what I can do all day, every day. I want to do this all day, every day. And that was before I got the job as a cemeterian, before I started working in cemeteries. And I did that, and then I started the channel I just started with like, I didn't even start the channel. It was like, this account's like an old YouTube account that I made like years and forever ago. If I decided to do this, I would have started like a whole new I would have started a whole new YouTube channel. But that took off, and now it's here, and now I'm being guided to put together my Practical Magic Level 1 series, my first series, psychic series, teaching you guys. So an example would be like telepathy. For instance, telepathy, teaching you guys telepathy. I'll teach you guys psychic exercises for customized for all 12 zodiac signs. And that would be like one lesson, one episode, one workshop, just focusing on telepathy. And actually telepathy, you'll need someone to practice with. It's going to be fun. It's going to be way fun. And I'm telling you guys, just like when you're ready, when you have the funds and the resources, that's a big indicator. Like if that's not there, or if you're ignoring something that you really need to deal with and you want to try to do these exercises, that's not going to, it just won't work. So yeah, I'm writing it all up. I'm putting it all together. I'm really excited about it because I love teaching. I love being a teacher. I'm such a good teacher too. All of my students, they like freaking love me to pieces. So I love supporting people. I love seeing you guys, or seeing anyone that I'm teaching, and especially children. I love seeing you guys start somewhere and then just get those muscles big and strong, and like to be, I give myself credit, but to, you know, be responsible for having done that and gotten you guys to, you know, grow from little baby psychics to protecting yourself against all kinds of crazy evil in the world. And then now building on that, where you guys can protect yourselves and now develop your own powers, your own psychic powers, to add to your manifestations, to add to how you are creating your own reality. I love it. I love it. So there's that, and I put up the menu, and that'll roll out in divine timing as it's meant to. And so that's probably one of the more exciting downloads that I got since the 1st of September with this is very psychically active. And so because it is psychically active, it's been just like physically, my physical body's just been really tired. Really, really tired. So, okay, let's get into the tarot report. I think I'm always going to film outside now. This is so gorgeous. Beautiful. Again, King of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This is you or someone around you, and I feel like it's you because the first energy out is the strongest, and it's usually, oh, look at that, Queen of Cups at the bottom with the Knight of Swords peeking out. This is you or it's someone around you that is hiding their passions. And we're not making a judgment, good or bad. It just is what it is. This is my Michael Corleone card, who is holding themselves back. And remember, don't make a judgment on it. There might be a very good reason why they're holding themselves back, but I'm not going to take all of this. This is kind of a glob. I will take the Nine of Staves and the Wheel of Fortune because that's what's kind of peeking out. I feel like this is someone that doesn't really have a lot of faith or a lot of trust in change, in something new, in something different. This is a very self-controlled person. I feel like this person doesn't drink. I don't know why, but I'm getting that this person either doesn't drink or doesn't drink a lot, or they don't drink to get drunk. If they drink for the taste, not for the feeling or for the effect. It doesn't say that they never drink. The cups, the court cards for the cups, it's one or the other. They're either They either love that buzzy high, or they really don't like to be out of control, and they don't like anyone to. What is that? I'm getting like Fievel Goes West vibes over here. Or they don't like that. They don't like to drink. Kind of like Michael Corleone here. He's not going to just let anyone see him get sloppy. But that's why they're very controlling their passions, or maybe they even deny themselves things that they want. I don't feel like they trust this Wheel of Fortune. I don't feel like they trust any big changes, any big... Like, even if destiny wanted them to do something different, they wouldn't do it, or they wouldn't trust it. They wouldn't... Did you hear that? I like it. Okay. Let's keep going. What's going on here? Ooh. Oh. Yeah, this person has a very strict internal personal belief system. It can be religion. It doesn't have to be. I feel like this person is either married or they are committed to their job, like very, very married to their job, married to their career. But they've already sort of pledged their allegiance to something some structure that they do trust in. It's like, this is what I trust in. I may want to go have a romp over there and do this, but I'm not going to, because it's not part of like my establishment. It's not part of my established life. Knight of Cups. I'll take it because it's only 4 cards. Knight of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Oh no, there's 5. All right. Now I have to take it. 3 of Pentacles, Justice, 4 of Cups, 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords has to do with a lot of anxiety and stress because of your own behavior, your own bad behavior, your own... This is kind of like a strategy that did not work out. This 9 of Swords, and I'll show you. See the checkered quilt right there? That's how you know that there was a chess piece, a chess move that blew up in your face, that didn't work out. And it's like they know that things are just going to get worse and worse and worse, or they know that it's going to keep blowing up. It's like a lie, or a misstep, a misaction, a misdeed, or there's something there. You could have even, you or this person could have even caused some pain and some heartache and some... could be an injustice. It could have to do with the rejection with this 4 of Cups. It's either a rejection, like no thank you, or they just didn't see it. You or this King of Cups just didn't see it. But it was nice, whatever it was. I feel like it was a work opportunity. I feel like it was some sort of... It was something that you were able to actually shine in, or this King of Cups. Like I feel like this 3 of Pentacles, especially with the Justice, it was an opportunity to do something that no one else can do the way you do it. And it could have been sort of hidden behind a Knight of Cups, a very sincere offer of love, or even flattery. But you didn't see it. It probably didn't look like it. It probably just looked like a Knight of Cups, and you just didn't see. This would be true if you misjudged a situation, if you were South Node in Sagittarius and you just rejected something because you just didn't see the full picture, or you didn't see this this Wheel of Fortune. So I have this new deck, and I'm so obsessed with it, and I'm going to use it to clarify. It is this little Art Nouveau Low Scarabeo deck. I love it. I love it. I get such a kick out of shuffling these little bitty little cards. They're like little potato chips. Okay, let's take a look at this King of Cups. Ooh, that was quick. Someone's really talking. The Six of Chalices. Do you see that little bee? I'm very gentle with them. I'm very, like, gently, you know, I don't want to scare them. Okay. It's so weird that bees have just been really, like, into me. Calmly into me. Dude, come on now. Sorry. This is a past life connection, or it's either a past life. If this is a new person, if this is a different new person, there could be good feeling between you two, and because they're new, you know it's built off of past life together or past life association, because this is nostalgia. So it's either someone from your physical past in this lifetime, or you feel good feeling from them and you can't really explain it's a past life thing. So you feel that way towards this King of Cups, or they feel this way towards you, but I don't know if they know that. Like I said, I don't know if they believe in that stuff. I feel like this Knight of Wands, they might just think it's passion. They might just think it's like a passing feeling. Okay, let's take a look at this Wheel of Fortune. Tell me, oh, that was quick too. Temperance. Wow. It's interesting. They have a boundary up against a fortune that took so long to come in for them or you. This Temperance energy is telling me that this is like a spiritual gift, and both of these are major arcana. That is sobriety. Temperance is the card of sobriety, but it's my slow cooker crock pot card, where you put it all in the crock pot, all the vegetables, and you set it, and then hours later you come back and it's, you know. So this Wheel of Fortune, this change of fortune, this, I don't know if it's a surprise. It might have just happened too quick for this person, for this King of Cups. Tell me about the Hierophant, please. Hierophant for the King of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. They really can't get out of this. I feel like this is someone else in your life. I don't really feel like this is you. I feel like this is someone else that's sort of, they're either a non-believer of like fate, destiny, reincarnation, energy work, or they don't trust. There's something there. But with this Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak card, disappointment, they're committed to something already. And it's interesting because the Nine of Pentacles speaks to sort of being like a bachelor or a bachelorette, but not really being able to support anyone else, not really being able to support a family, not really being able to support a lifestyle for more than just yourself. So, but with the Three of Swords, there's sadness there. I mean, there's real disappointment. This person's belief system needs to evolve. They need to outgrow it. They need to, or at least grow it up, grow their feelings, their thoughts, this commitment. And you know, you can renegotiate contracts. You can renegotiate commitments. You can reform and restructure agreements, commitments, contracts, belief systems. It doesn't have to, you know, a contract is a living, breathing thing. These, you know, I pledge allegiance to this. That's a living, breathing agreement between you and someone else just like a marriage, you know, 15 years into a marriage, there may be a need to reevaluate and make sure that everything is still working for everyone involved, and to make sure that things are still balanced and equal. So I feel like this person's kind of upset or kind of disappointed, or they may be overly dependent on an outdated contract or an outdated way of thinking. It's probably just the mindset, because that's probably going to reflect the structure of their mind, of your mind. You're going to see that in living your life. So if you're feeling restricted by something, there's a limitation that you have in your mind. Let's take a look at the Nine of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. This is what the anxiety is. The misstep, the wrong move. It was just a wrong investment, that Seven of Pentacles. You just like put money into the wrong stock. You put money into the, you know, you put, and it's your time, your energy, your resources. It's all of you. It's all that you have of you to make an investment, and you're worried, or this King of Cups is worried that they just made the wrong investment. Let that be their karma. Let that be their karma. And if it's your karma, do the energy work, and, you know, as you're listening to this, more will come to the surface of your awareness that informs you. And when you are informed through these realizations of this reading, you are then empowered to make different choices for yourself. They may take a while. They may take a while with everything going on right now, but see how this new moon goes for you with Virgo and Capricorn, because it may go a lot quicker. It may happen a lot sooner than you thought. Or it may be something that you need to work on for the long term, but at least you know what it is. It got loud here all of a sudden. Sorry, guys. Justice. That's what she's saying. Justice. Let's take a look at Justice. Ooh. King of Pentacles. I love it. This is an interesting depiction, because she's like trying to get away from him, and he's like, no, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. It's a person. This justice, this balance, this equality, it's a person, this King of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It may just be that you need to embody these qualities. That's kind of what I feel. Is to live in your integrity and take responsibility for whatever you need to take responsibility for. But above all else, whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever feels right for you, whatever feels like this is representative of who I really am, and this is representative of my integrity, and this is my authenticity, whatever that is, that's what you want to change or embody, or make whatever changes you need to make to be that King of Pentacles, to embody that King of Pentacles energy for yourself, whether you are the King of Cups or not. But for the King of Pentacles, definitely, for sure. And we're done. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Toodaloo, darlings. Mwah.